Kings and queens, clash your soul. Yeah. And we don't stop, we remain on top. And all the haters, you can eat flop. But you kings and queens already know.
100 kings and 100
We
queens.
Show. Alright. Got me sounding like Tony the Tiger over here. Like I done had some Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. I remember back in the days when I was a youngin'. You know, still a youngin'. Yeah, girl, I'm a youngin'. Yeah. But anyway, take care of me, baby. But anyway, let's move on. This video is being made, and the process is a patent process. It is also copywritten, right? So the name of this process I won't tell you. But this video is for all of you who keep nagging me about it. Because what y'all trying to do, a lot of y'all trying to do. Not every last one of y'all. But some of you just want to just skip over everything and just run straight, try to go to the treasury, try to get your bills paid. Let me tell you something. Your apartment complex, your mortgage company, your bank, your car company, finance companies, your student loan companies, child support, court, they all done got paid. Okay, and I'm going to do a video on what the Most High showed me this morning as I was laying in bed meditating before I got up. Somehow, I don't know, I just get these downloads when I'm getting up in the morning. I got up like at 7:11 this morning. I found that crazy. It was 7:11. And he downloaded this to me. Not this what you see on the screen, but what I'm going to show y'all dealing with the accounts, okay? Some of y'all need to know about the accounts that nobody really knows. I talked with one queen, and she knew about it. There's an idiot out there that says, oh, he's telling y'all wrong. No, we didn't already prove and that it's factual. But people can come and say something's wrong. Just because you don't know something don't mean they're wrong. You're not God. You're not Mr. or Mrs. Know-It-All. So don't act like you know. You see, let me tell you something about R&D, right? Research and development. Some of you think research and development is just research and just keep the knowledge and just tell it to people. No. R&D, right? And what's the other? It is IR. So from the R&D, you have the IR. IR is investigative reporting. And that's what I bring to you right now. So you can't have investigative reporting without having R&D first. Research and development. When you have your research, you can develop a story. You can develop a case, okay? Then you do your investigative reporting, meaning I'm giving you the results, the report of my investigation that I did with my research and development, because there are things you still learn during the development process. So I'm bringing you right now R&D and IR. Okay? Now, a lot of you keep bugging me about a template for the 236 or the silver registration, or the copper, the gold, they're all the same. The copper, the gold, any deed that you get from me, and even the song that I'm dropping tomorrow. I got a song dropping tomorrow, and it's called Miss Me When I'm Gone. But subtitle is Not Like Us. So make sure y'all tell all the haters that's Tommy the Dummy, that's the ones that kicked out the group, that's the one that worked with Tommy the Dummy that made the stupid video. I haven't even seen the stupid ignorant video yet. It's just people they keep sending over, can't get their way through, then they come back and try to send the video off to people in my group or kings or queens in my group, thinking it's going to insult me or thinking that, they're going to run away. Listen, and I know there are many of you that are in our group still talking with Tommy the Dummy. Listen, you can listen all you want, but you're being some dumbass pawn, somebody being used to report back information. Let me tell you, you can't keep up with me, none of you. None of you haters. I run circles around you with my eyes closed. So let's get that straight right now. When you have someone that's getting downloads from the Most High, whether you believe in the Most High or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm not getting this from nobody else. See, y'all thinking I'm getting stuff from other people. I don't. I just put together a R&D team, and it's going to continue building, just like I'm building the Queen's Round Table. When you have a kingdom, you have to have different boards. You have to have different tables, okay? And that's what we're doing. But I see some of you don't know what a kingdom is. Some of you don't know what an empire is, okay? What I run is an empire, okay? I don't brag about it. I don't boast about it. I really don't care about it. But what I do care about is my tribe and your tribes, okay? But when you have someone that's out there trying to sabotage what you're doing to free the people, that's what you call a hate crime. In our private sector, we call that a hate crime. And anytime someone has a hate towards someone who's doing good, well, the scripture says, and I'm going to leave it at this. If you mess with one of these little ones, it's best that you cast rocks around your neck and cast yourself in the river. Right? So, if you want to continue messing with the K-I-N-G, you're going to be D-A-D, as you already are walking dead. I see dead people. I see dead people. No, it says, I see dead people. Get your attention. Y'all look out for that new song tomorrow. There'll be a free deed on that one. Free downloads. I think it's going to be maybe 6 versions, 6 versions of that. And it's hot, and I'm aiming at all you haters out there. Okay? But let's get on to the video, because I know this is what y'all waiting on. I'm giving y'all the templates for the 236 form. I'm giving you the templates for the silver security deed and the silver assignment deed. So there are 2 other documents that y'all need when y'all doing this that I haven't pulled up yet. You're going to need a security entitlement with a barcode, its own barcode. You're also going to need a assignment deed. That's according to 31 USC 3727. Okay, that's the assignment. Okay, now a claim has to be made. It tells you that. So your claim is your security entitlement deed, which is also called the affidavit of ownership when you talk the niggerism, right? Because that's on the unprofessionals. They use that. That's not the name of it. They used to call it that. It used to be a entitlement deed. The UCC changed it to the security deed, okay? But the assignment, which is the the assignment that you have to do according to the U.S. code. You have to have those two. So you need to get with me to get those 2 barcodes. Okay, 2 separate barcodes. Okay, to go with this process. Also, if y'all want to know how to fill out the instrument that you have, whether it's your lease, whether it's your car payment contract, there's 2 sides to it. There's the contract, and then there's your monthly payments, because your monthly payments is a new negotiable instrument. Every time you give them a check, even a money order, come to find out, because it says non-negotiable, it doesn't matter, it's still an instrument. So you got your child support case, then you got your payments. There's 2 sides to it. There's the private side and there's the public side. The public side is when you do with fiat notes. The private side is the instrument, the contract that you don't know you signed with child support or whatever. You didn't even know that was private. It's a private document because they take that and they trade it with the Treasury. That's why it's private. It's no longer public because you didn't go put it in the county. You didn't exploit it. You didn't do none of that. You didn't take control of it. So it's not a public contract. Because if it was, everybody would see your contract that you have with your cable company, your light bill company. That's private. Your payment, now, on the other hand, becomes public. You send it through the USPS, okay? They got that. It goes through the TT&L, right, which is Treasury Tax and Loan, and then they put a bond on it. That's how it's public. But even on the private side, they still make it public. But you don't know that's your bond. And when I say your bond, I mean a bond that's on you, attached to you because your name is on it. This is why we're supposed to be using either trust, the WIFIT, or some type of business that we have. That's why I tell you, use the trust, the WIFIT, or get your straw man, your first, middle, and last, what you were born with your birth state. That's how you make the assumed name, and that's how you can operate what? In commerce. And that's how you make that straw man or straw woman a corporation attached to the Social Security number. And now you just separate yourself from the social. But one thing else y'all have to do to separate yourself from that social is you got to go to my Step 5 video and look at how to do that. That's the SSA 795. You put them on notice that you are not a U.S. citizen. Then you turn around a week later, and then you will, or 3 days later, however you want to do it, I'll say a week later, then you're going to turn in the SF-30 to renegotiate the contract or cancel it out and come in as the king or queen that's overseeing that. I know because I have my document proving it. And I don't have to show none of y'all. I already showed y'all this before in a video. You just have to search for it. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody else because that's all they want to do. They don't like when I talk and don't show proof. That's what makes the haters mad, okay? But while you keep talking, I'm going to keep walking. So, now, that's just on the other end when y'all want to do the social, to totally separate it. But you can separate it by doing your fiduciary documents. Look at my video called Fiduciary, IRS Fiduciary Templates. And then type in my name, King Stevian. There's 2 videos, but it's one that has the one with the 2848, the power of attorneys. That's the one you want to look at, and that's the one you want to do before you start any of this. Any of this. Because you cannot do any tax documents. Right? Because this is followed up. What I'm showing you today is followed up. You can give it to the company to go take care of the bill. But if they don't do it, they keep pursuing evicting you, taking your car, putting you in jail for child support, then that means that they already got paid. They're signaling to you that they already got paid and they don't want you to know about it. This is why the CID division of the Treasury and IRS go after them when you do that dispute ladder. Go look at my video Type that in because you need to do that also first. First, you need to type in on YouTube, do a D as in dog, L as in Larry, T as in Tom. Do a DLT, and you type my name, King Stevian, in. The video come up. Follow the steps on that video and get that letter out to the United States Treasury. But you need to have a durable power of attorney with your king or your queen name as the power of attorney over your first, middle, and last, what you were born with. Not your damn married name, not your Moorish name, not no L, no base, none of that crap. What your mammy or your pappy gave you. Okay? I don't give a flying F if you change your name. You need to go back to the courts and change it back to what you were birthed with. Some of y'all think y'all can run game on the government and all this stuff here. Y'all better stop that. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. I done this stuff. Y'all got 6 more months with me. 6 months with me. Well, 5.5 now. Okay? You better take heed to what I'm showing y'all. My number will be changing this weekend. Okay? So y'all ain't going to be able to get in contact with me. You better go watch my last video before this one. Every last one of y'all who missed it. Because you're going to be in a big surprise when you try to pick up the phone and call me, because I'm not going to answer. Type in my name on Google, King Stevian. Type in Premier Chat. That's how you're going to contact me. Do not contact me on the weekend. I'm with my tribe. I'm doing things that I need to do and catch up on. Okay? So, there's a lot of them out there talking about, I get my templates from Scribe. If y'all believe that, you are an idiot. Let me tell you, I got 3 templates. Well, 4 that came, well, 3 and I'll say 3 that came from someone else. There's a guy named Tyler, right? He had a site when we first ever started doing anything. And he said, use this site to download the templates. And I think King Malachi is the one who put me on to him. Right? King Malachi to King Malachi. And I went and downloaded some of the templates. Some of them I just threw away. I didn't need them. The only 2 I kept was the thing they call the fee schedule and the one that they call the durable power of attorney. No, matter of fact, I don't think I got that from it. Actually, I might have did. So, but in the durable power of attorney, there were some changes done by me. In the fee schedule, which is now really called a trespass and cure, I made some major changes to. Okay? Because a template is there for you to change or add to apply to what you are doing. There was a lot of mistakes that was in those 2 templates based on the legality studies that I done and the lawful studies that I done. So they were changed for that purpose, to perfect it for y'all, instead of giving y'all somebody's templates that was all messed up and that wasn't going to help you. As you learn more and learn better, you do better. And that's where that came in. Now, not trying to get y'all off topic here, but I'm giving y'all some things that y'all need to know. That's very important. All the other templates I make myself. The common law copyright, that was a basic common law copyright that this guy named Emerose got from someone else that helped him win his child support case. And they left him alone. So I used that template, and it was a 1-pager. But as I learned more, got more downloads on the Most High, I began to change that template. Now the common law copyright is a 5-page document based on the legality studies and the lawful studies that I done. So when someone say I got something from Scribe, that's a bald-faced lie. I ain't never got anything from Scribe except them fake-ass bonds that they out there talking about you can go to the Treasury with. And I took that to study it, tried to use it. It is no good. So you can't create a bond. Go to 31 USC 3123, and you'll see that the secretary is the one that creates the bonds, or the underwriter. If you're not the underwriter or the secretary, you can't create the bonds. Read that code and it'll tell you, right? Also, go to the Treasury, type in on Google, Treasury, and you're going to type in security bonds. Just type that in on Google and it'll give you the site. And when you go there, they're going to give you a list of underwriters that deal with the Treasury. Matter of fact, I spoke with Fidelity, and Fidelity told me how to create a bond. Now, I want you all to know, when you have a assumed name, you are an instrumentality. That straw man is an instrumentality of the United States, which means you're your own municipality. Okay? So as Fidelity told me, when you have your own government, then you can create a bond. They told me this before I even knew anything about the straw man being an assumed name, being your own country, because on your documents it should read in the state of, and then you put your all caps name, first, middle, last. Never ever leave your middle name out. You need to be in all caps. In the state of John Alex Doe. Okay? That's how you address any corporation you're dealing with. That should be on all your documents. And we got a video that's going to be done dealing with this. Okay? It's going to be very important. The one dealing with the numbers. Got another one dealing with the bankruptcy. So all y'all who file bankruptcy, you should do everything in the private first before you do the public. And I'm going to prove it to you with this document y'all see on the screen right here. Okay? So, again, those are the documents that if I got anything from anyone, that's where it came from. I don't never touch anything from fucking Scribe. Matter of fact, if you see any of the documents that I use on Scribe, and let me give y'all some knowledge and wisdom here for these haters that's out there talking, especially Tommy the Dummy, who don't know jack quack. I have a website, a Weebly website. Matter of fact, I got 2 of them or more. When you go to your Weebly website and you upload something on your website, they ask you, do you want to partner with Scribe? I said yes. Once you say yes, they put your documents, your template, because I had templates now, templates that I uploaded on my website that Scribe put on theirs. This is how Scribe works. If y'all know anything about, what do they call that when the website, oh my gosh, is dealing with, the programmers. When you do something on your website, it's a mirror website. So whatever I put on my website, they're going to have it on Scribe. Matter of fact, if you type in my barcode number, 0655847000999 for my silver, you type that in on Google, and once you start doing your search, you'll see that on Scribe, it's on many documents. See? So this lets you know these guys don't know anything about R&D, and they don't know nothing about IR. Research and development, investigative reporting. Because if they did their research, they would know this about Weebly. Partner site. So just because you see it on Scribe don't mean I got it from Scribe. It means Scribe is using my stuff. Those are the templates I upload it to Weebly that I made and put it on Scribe. So you see it on Scribe, you think I got it from Scribe. Boy, I tell you, some people are the most idiotic people out there ever. But keep reaching. I create my own documents. Those are only 2-3 documents that I use with another king and change. Every other document I created on my own from scratch. From scratch. Believe it. So when you see my security entitlement, when you see my assignment document, I created all of those. All of those. When you see the demand for bonds, I created that from scratch. So I'm a creator. So that's my job, to create. I've been in business law and finance since 2004. Okay? And one of the things we learned in business school, is a private school I was in, is how to make contracts, how to draw up documents. I learned about court documents from studying what the courts send to me. So before y'all go saying, oh, King Stevian got this from that, he got that from there, you need to know who you're talking to, who you're talking about. So, with that being said, let's get to the boogie, what y'all are here for. Give y'all this juicy stuff here. Do not share this video with no one. Let them find it on the goddamn own. Okay? And I didn't say God, I said God, by the way. But King, ain't it supposed to be God? No, I say God. Because I got you damned. And a lot of y'all are damned from this group. And y'all who are working with this idiot or these idiots, y'all will get found out, and I will lean every goddamn thing from your mama grave to your daddy grave to your sons, your daughters, your husband pecker, your wife's dang uterus. I'm gonna lean it all. When I'm done with you, you won't be able to use the damn bathroom. You won't be able to eat your goddamn food that's in your house. I'm going to lean your goddamn food stamp card. Believe it. So, let's look at this document. This is the 236 Power of Attorney Treasury form. Now, this form is according to the code. That is 31 CFR 240.14 all the way down to 17. You read that and you'll know about these forms. You'll know about the different types of power of attorneys. So let's start with that. Then we got to go to 31 USC 3727. Why that code? Because that is the assignment code. This document lines up with the assignment. Okay? Sometimes you can get away without the assignment with the barcode, but to do it fully and according to the code and to state what needs to be stated clearly, you need to have that assignment, okay, document with the barcode, and y'all need to get at me to get that, okay? You only got a week before you can contact me, but my email is cityde2006@yahoo.com, okay? That's the email. And I will tell you how to get these barcodes, which they're $25 a piece. If you're doing the whole process, I suggest that you tender the $100, even if you're a member or not, because you get many barcodes that you may need, because I don't want to take all your fiat. So it's unlimited barcodes for that month, okay? Only that month. Everything else, like the silver, is separate. The silver is, by the way, still 2 for 1, which is $50 for 2 silver certificates with real silver on it. Okay? And you cash out $ KINGSTEVIAN. All right? I did change those from $1 million to $1 billion, which I kind of made a mistake on that one. But I have made the changes on that to help y'all out so that way y'all can settle the birth certificates. All right? But anyway, let's get on. Now, this process is in accordance with 31 USC 3123. That's the principal and the interest. So there's two sides, public side and the private side. The principal is given back to the public. The interest is given to the private. So do not, I repeat, do not try to get the interest on the public and put it on the private side with your straw man. If you do, your ass will go to prison. You do not mix public with private. Me and Yusuf El say that all the freaking time. I done seen Negroes go to damn jail behind this. You got to know finance. You got to know the difference between public and private. Okay? If you happen to get the interest check. So this is why you need to go get your 9-8. Look at my video, type in King Stevian 9-8 number. It will show you how to get the 9-8 number. It needs to be your first, middle, and last with trust at the end. You don't call talking about no irrevocable trust. You will always want a revocable trust, but you're not telling them that. All you want to tell them is you want a grantor's trust, because when you get a grantor's trust, what does that mean? It means that the person they called the straw man is still alive, because only the grantor can revoke something. This also shows by doing this document here that you are not the straw man and that you are still alive, and that that company that you're dealing with is not the grantor. Okay? Some of y'all need to be educated very badly, or maybe happily, on these processes. People out there just doing whatever, doing the monkey see, monkey do. They're doing this shit wrong. I'm telling you. I tell them to their damn face. I don't care how much knowledge you think you have. You haven't done what I've done. You haven't talked to the Treasury like I talked to them. You haven't talked to the IRS like I talked to them. You haven't talked to the Social Security Administration like I talked to them. You haven't done it. And sometimes you're talking to the wrong agent and they'll set you up. So, let's get started. Now, the first thing, who's going to be handling this? Okay? Your 9-8 trust can be the one to come in and handle this. Okay? Or if you have your assumed name or your common law copyright. First, your common law copyright. If you don't have the common law copyright, you need to contact me. Contact me by email and let me know you need the barcode. After you get the barcode for the copyright, then I will email you back the copyright along with the barcode. Okay? Again, the barcode is $25. If y'all cash out me, make sure you contact me first through email before you do any cash out me, because I need to tell you exactly what code to put in. Okay, we're going to start operating with codes. So when you give me the code, when I give you the code, that's the code you're going to put in along with your name and your phone number. That way, I can call you or set up an appointment for you to call the line, the free line, because there's a free line, where I can go over this with you and I can assign this barcode, because you need to be on the phone with me when I do this barcode, and you need to upload it to our website. Okay? I don't do direct emails. I'm tired of y'all sending me attachments through my emails. All right? So, you're either going to put your 9-8 trust or you're going to put the straw man name. First, middle, last. Never leave out the middle. All caps. Okay? Now, so it says known by all these present. That. So that would be your straw man. So your name is John Alex Doe or Jane Alice Doe. I like that right there, Jane Alice Doe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start using that one. So that Jane Alice Doe, that's the name of the corporation, duly organized and existing under and by the virtue of the laws of. So you got to get it in your birth state. You say the name on the bill, but we're going to take that off. But at the same time, if you get your assumed name, say for instance you're from Florida, and that's your birth state, and you get your assumed name in Florida, which you're supposed to do, then what you're going to have to do is get that authenticated. When you get that certificate back, make 5 copies of it. Get a copy of that authenticated. Send it back to the Secretary of the State, Authentication Department. Your application should say Kenya, Saudi Arabia, those two not part of the Hague. But if you're doing that, make sure that you choose the country where your 9-8 trust is going to be and it's not part of Hague. Do not use Taiwan, because that's what everybody keeps telling y'all to do. You don't speak Taiwanese. Go somewhere where your colored people are. Okay? You can search the whole Africa continent, and there's plenty of countries that's not part of the Hague, and it would be a country that you're really going to visit. But this is where your 9-8 is going to be. This is also where the funds is going to be transferred to whatever bank account you set up over there. Then you can go over there and pull out whatever you want to. Read 31 USC 3123, and they'll tell you about the foreign accounts. Okay? So, give me everything to back everything up I'm saying. Some of y'all people out there are just straight idiots. They want to argue about everything like you know something you don't know. Right? So, by virtue of the laws of, that's your birth state, okay? But still, whatever state you're from, your bill is from or sent to, and put you born, put you're born. I know you're supposed to put your birth. We're going to put don't matter. I don't care birth or born. Because it's a corporation. So, but if you were born in Florida, you would put Florida, okay? Let me save this while I'm here. I'll wait till I'm done. Okay. With its principal office at. So the address on your, not going to put on the bill. We're going to put on your assumed name. And you don't supposed to use a goddamn P.O. box. You don't do that. Use a physical address. Why? Because the straw man lives at the physical address, not the living being. Okay? Does hereby appoint. So, who are you appointing? So if you owe T-Mobile, then you're going to put T-Mobile's name there. Okay? Let me point where I am. But some of you be like, I don't know where you was. I'm right there where it's highlighted. Does appoint T-Mobile USA, whose address is, so right here, let's move this thing out of the way. I don't know why that thing doing that. Whose address, that's the address where you send your bill to, wherever you send your payments to. Okay? Y'all need to go watch my video, 7 Steps to Buy a Home. Listen for the part where it says accepted for credit. The one that they said accepted for value. And it'll tell you how to fill out that contract or that bill, because that is the negotiable instrument. And I break it all down about the multiplying of the 200 all that. You need to watch that because that has to go with this, along with the affidavit of ownership, which is the security entitlement deed, and the assignment deed. Okay? Now, you can attach that bill to the deed poll. Now watch my video on, it's called Status Correction, Deed Poll, Birth Certificate. Make sure you type my name, King Stevian, in when you're looking for any videos on YouTube. And it'll show you how to do the actual bill. Okay? So that video and the status of the buyer video home. Watch those two. It'll break everything down for you, along with what I have here. I know it's a lot, but a lot of y'all got to understand what banking is. Banking is not fill out one document and everything's done. One document kills all. No. Don't let nobody fool y'all. Don't let nobody lie to y'all. Banking is a big process. A lot of y'all say y'all want to be a private banker, but y'all don't want to be crap. Y'all want to be lazy. Y'all think y'all can do shortcuts. When you do shortcuts, that's called a frivolous filing. What is frivolous? Frivolous means no good. It's a waste of time because you haven't finished the full process. There's something that was lacking. There was something that was needed, and you did not provide it. It's a false claim. So a false claim is something frivolous. It's false. Now, this is where your barcodes come in that you get from me. Now, I know a lot of people don't have, sometimes you can use the receipt number from the invoice, but sometimes that might be too long. It says, let's move this out of the way here. So you assign T-Mobile, need to put their address, that I'm just giving an example. And make sure if y'all doing these companies, y'all make sure you find their corporate office. You're going to have to give one of these to the corporate office, and you're going to have to give one to the local office that you deal with. So find out where the headquarters are, send it to them, then you send it to the local office. Okay? There's two places you can have to send this. But always make 5 copies of this document here, or all documents, so that way you have some on file to send to the Treasury. All right? As attorney, see? What does it say there? As attorney. It ain't even say power of attorney. So it tells you right there what an attorney is. Attorney ain't nothing but a power of attorney. So when you go hire an attorney, you gave them power of attorney. What does it say here at the top of the document? Power of attorney. Is T-Mobile a corporation a damn attorney? No. Not one of the ones y'all think, but they're a power of attorney. So pay attention to the words. To whose address is, boom, as attorney, to receive, endorse, and collect check number. So you're going to use the last 4 digits of that barcode number of the security entitlement deed, not the assignment. Because the security entitlement deed is your claim. It's also a claim. It's a foreign claim because you have the 13-digit barcode on it. You just took it out of their jurisdiction and you assigned it back to them with this document and the assignment deed that you would get from me with the barcode. So know what's going on here. You got your claim, you assign it with your own paperwork. Remember, you got to have private. This is a public document, okay? In a sense, it's private, but it's still public. But you do your own assignment first before you do this public document. And that's why you always got to look at balancing the books. So even down to the power of attorney, you got to balance everything. You also need your durable power of attorney to show them that your king, who is the trustee of the trust, are over the straw man, because when you do your assumed name and your copyright, the king or queen is over that name. But you got to show them your durable power of attorney, in fact, with the barcode that you get from me, okay, because you're going to need that, to show them that you have the power to do this process with them. I know it seems like a lot, but this is how all your footsteps are covered. Nobody can come behind you and say you did it wrong and you got a frivolous filing, all this stuff here. I'm trying to make sure y'all are protected. Like I taught my grandbabies and my sons and my daughters, I say very clearly, first thing when you get in the car is safety first. Anything y'all do, and I'm talking to y'all as little children, make sure safety is first. Okay? So, after you put the last 4 digits from the barcode of the security entitlement deed, that's your claim deed, date it, whatever date that is, that you accept it for credit, accept it for value on your negotiable instrument. Again, go watch the video, 7 Steps to Buy a Home, type in King Stevian, it'll show you how to do it. That instrument, whether it's your rent, your phone bill, light bill, it doesn't matter, okay? And then you put the amount. That is the total amount, that's the principal and the interest. So let me give you an example. If you have a bill that is due, and say for instance, it's $1,800. It's $1,800 that you owe. Well, what you're gonna do is, $1,800 is the principal. That's the amount that they are asking for. You multiply that, and we're gonna get to the silver, so you know how to do that. You multiply times 200. It can be more. It can be whatever you want to get back for your 9/8, but it's up to you, as what the IRS clearly told one of our students. You multiply it times 200, and that becomes $360,000. So what you would do, you would take $360,000 plus the $1,800, and that would come to $361,800. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is put here $361,800. See? Now, on your document that you're going to do for the accepted for credit, you're going to put on the principal side, on the left side, it would be the $1,800 return. On the right side, it would be the $360,000. Okay? The $360,000 will be returned to the 9/8 trust, or you can do it as the WIFIT. The WIFIT is a domestic trust, but it works for the 9/8, and you would have to have a Fidelity account set up for the WIFIT, and what you would do is put that in the Fidelity Trust Fund and let it sit. Make sure you have a cash management. Tell the representative that you want the interest every month to be transferred over to the cash management, and then after that, you would live off the interest. That's how it's done, okay? But make sure you have to have your books balanced with your silver and all that. Don't just go out here being careless with this. I can give you some one-on-one training on this. Some people don't want, they keep running to the Caucasians to get to have them tell them what they need to do. Instead of trusting in what I'm telling you, these people are going to rip you off and you're going to wind up paying them. You don't have to pay me anything out of your money unless you want to. Okay? Here I am giving y'all game, and yet y'all just, I don't know what to say. Y'all keep going back to these people, because every time y'all go to these people and pay them, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to put a bond on you. These brokers that you work with. So even when it comes down to Fidelity, you still got to settle those debts, because they gave you money every month interest, so now they owe you. So say as you made, because you need to know this. You know, you say, hey, I just want to know the dot. No, you need to know this. So say as you off the $360,000. Fidelity is at 2.5%, so you make $9,000 a month. Okay, so they just gave you $9,000 in interest. So what that means is You must say, King, where the other money went? The 1,800 is returned back. If you want it returned to the company, you would say return principal to, and you put the company's name with their tax ID number. Right? But if you gave this company power of attorney, then they can cash that check on your behalf. So you can still put your straw man name there. Right? Okay? So, $9,000 in interest from Fidelity. That means that's an IOU. Fidelity owe you $9,000. So now you need to go to the Treasury showing that they owe you, and you can do that. You multiply that 9,000 times the basic interest, which is 16.666, and that comes to $149,994 when you go to the Treasury. Okay? So every month you have that amount, or you can take that 9,000 and put it back. See, when they give you this $149,994, you add that to the $300,000. Now you got $449,994. See, sitting in your Fidelity investment account. That just sits there. Now at the end of that month, you multiply that times 2.5%. Now guess how much you got now? $11,249.85. You just made in interest. Now, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the same exact thing, and you're going to multiply that times the 16.666, since they owe you. And now, what's owed to you is $187,490. Now, the little interest that you made, the $11,000, that's your principal. But you're just going to keep taking the interest and throwing it back in the account. You keep that interest that you received from Fidelity or from the Treasury. Okay? And you just keep doing that over and over again. I just want to show y'all that because I tell y'all that because y'all all need to know how this works. You put it on the Fidelity card and you use that as credits. I don't think they offer lines of credit, but if they do, you need to get that. Okay? But you can use it as a debit, and just make sure you settle it out every single month. If you don't and start getting sloppy, it's going to come back on you. You're going to be taxed. Okay? You can also transfer that money from your Fidelity cash management over to a bank account, attach the bank account to the Fidelity, and if that bank offers a line of credit, then you do it that way. Just transfer it over and get a line of credit. Okay? That's how you handle that. That way the bank always gives you credit and you're not spending cash. Okay? All right, so let's move on. I know I'm speaking about a lot here, but this is a lot. This is very important. This is what y'all need. I don't want nobody asking me about this crap ever freaking again. Do not call me. Do not text me. Don't tell me you don't understand or understand. I done broke it down because what y'all assholes are doing, y'all just trying to record me and trying to go back to as an informant and say, oh, he told me this, he told me this. You can't trip me up. I'm giving it to you plain and simple right here, assholes. That's y'all females and y'all so-called men. And if you don't understand this, throw yourself in the river and swim away. Because I'm not going to explain this again. I done had people come to me, talk, oh yeah, I saw the video, I got your template, but I don't understand. Something wrong with you. This ain't for you. All right, let's move on. It says X amount of dollars drawn on the United States Treasury. That's why you got to put pay to the order of the United States Treasury on your negotiable instrument document. These assholes out here teaching people, go do a 1041 and just throw the tax amount in there and then go get paid. Man, the IRS and the CID division is going to come after y'all And if I catch y'all doing, I'm going to turn your ass in because, one, under the IRS rules and the United States rules, if I'm partnering up with them, just doing business, I have to tell what I know. It ain't that nobody's a snitch. It's the fact that if I know something, I can go to jail. I can go to prison. Any of y'all who have a fins and gens number, you know what your job is. You are the tax collector. So it's up to you to tell them to stop what they're doing and try to, that's why I'm teaching. You don't have to teach them. Just tell them to back up, throw that away. That's why I always tell them that. Throw all that stuff away. These people talking about creating their own bond. Going after a bond. You can't go after a bond. The only way you can go after a bond is to have them shut the bond down and settle that debt. And you can settle the debt with the silver. That's why I'm showing y'all this now. So, dollars drawn from the United States Treasury by. Who is it by that's drawing the money from the Treasury, that's getting the money from the Treasury? It's the company above that you just assigned. T-Mobile, your car company, your mortgage company, the bank. It says right here, company you owe. Then it says in favor of. Well, who the hell is in favor of? Favor of you. Your trust are the straw man, because trust or the straw man assigned them to go to the Treasury. So they're doing it on your behalf. They're working for you. They want payment? Well, they've got to go on your behalf. That's why it's power of attorney on behalf of the straw man or the trust. The trust is over the estate, so the damn trust is giving the power of attorney over to them to go to the Treasury. Then it says right here, if you don't understand that, and to give full discharge for same. So the company deals with the discharge side, because they're the one getting discharged the what's leaking out, which is the principal. It's leaked out to them, and then the interest stays sealed with the United States Treasury, unless you instruct the United States Treasury on your negotiable instrument that you're going to put it in a bank account. That's where the interest comes into play. That's where the settlement comes in at. Okay? But they're not going to do this. Some of them mostly ain't going to do this. They're not going to do it at all. Because I don't want no bond on my straw man. I don't want no bond on the trust. So you still come back after that, and you're going to settle that debt with that company, settle the debt, and you're going to settle it with the United States Treasury, and then it's going to be returned back to you, the silver, okay? Because they're not going to do this, most likely. You might say, well, why are we doing it? Because you want to call their bluff. They already got paid. If they don't do it, that means they already got paid. But if they do it, that means they never win. If anyone acts stupid, you're going to give this to them and tell them to give it to their bank. The bank should have a relationship with the United States Treasury. You make sure you tell them that too. That's how you do it. When you have payment sent to a drop box, make sure you mail this stuff off certified mail with a tracking number. And then when you go home, that next day, you're going to go to the USPS website. You're going to go under find premium tracking or tracking plus, extend your tracking out for 5 to 10 years. It's only like $6 somewhere. I guess it depends on where you are. They might charge you $9, but it's worth it because that means you can have that case over and you can call the United States Postal Inspector in within those 10 years to verify that this stuff was sent to them, okay? Or the letter was sent, all right? And that they received it. All right, the said corporation hereby ratifies and confirms all that may lawfully be done by virtue hereof. See? So, it's done by who? All y'all right here. Now, this is the private side of this document. Remember I told you private comes before public? Let me prove it to you. In witness whereof, and even though you're dealing with a corporation still done privately, said corporation, which is your straw man, has caused this instrument to be executed in its behalf pursuant to authority of its board of directors. By it, you're going to put your treasurer, since the treasurer deals with the money. So this is where your straw man needs its board of directors. You need to find your sister, your brother, your uncle, daddy, somebody, cousin, to be your secretary, treasurer. This is why I say y'all want to be in big boy, big girl banking. Here it is. Follow the protocol. Follow the steps. Stop acting niggerish. Stop being ghetto. Get your mind in the damn game. Do things in a professional manner. You're doing trade with the United States Treasury. Do it professionally. Buy its treasury and its corporate seal. So right here, you're going to have to go to Amazon and you're going to have to order a seal. I don't have time to make them for y'all right now, but you can do your corporate seal like you put your straw man name. If you get it in your trust, do it in your trust name. Just put the first, middle, and last in trust, or you put your straw man name, and then up underneath that, you're going to put EST established, that is the established date of your straw man, or even the trust would be your birth date or your born date. That's the year, actually the year. So it'll be your, if it's John Alice Doe or Jane Alice Doe, it'll be Jane Alice Doe in all caps. Underneath that, in small words, it will be EST, and then if Jane was born in 1984, she would put 1984. Okay? And then up underneath that, you're going to put expiration date. You put, I forgot what the word is where it never expires. Just find whatever that is. It might be infinity or whatever other word is suitable for where it don't expire. Put that. Yeah, I'll leave that up for y'all to look that word up because I can't think right now. I saw it before, but I can't remember it. All right. So you stamp it right here. The seal goes right here. Right here. That's your corporate seal. And then who is going to seal it? Your secretary, whoever you appointed secretary. And their name or signature is going to go right there. I think it will be the signature. Okay? So we go over on this side. Okay? And it says right here, the treasurer and his corporate seal to be hereunto attached, which is attached, attested by his secretary, right here, or assistant secretary. So you have your assistant secretary, this, and then you put the day, the month, and the year. And then underneath, if you're using your trust, you put the all caps name with trust. If it's the straw man, you put the first, middle, and last of the straw man, and both is all caps. Or either or is in all caps, excuse me. Now, you got the official officer of signature of officer. So who is your officer? Okay? If the treasurer is right here, he got to sign away this. He approves the secretary's stamp and all that, then he signed it with his signature. Normally the treasurer will have his signature right here. His name is right here. He got the actual title, the title right here, CFO, treasurer, or just treasurer. And he signs his signature here, first, middle, last, with hyphens and colons. Always. So the treasury knows that you are a living being. Okay? So he's signing away, approving what the secretary just put here. Now, so then we go down. As y'all see, this is in their private boardroom. It's not public. What goes on behind closed doors stays behind closed doors until they make it public. King, no, that's Las Vegas. It is? Shoot, God dang it. Anyway, now you got your witnesses. So your witnesses cannot be you. It cannot be none of the people up here at all. Right here where the official officer should be, that should be your king or your queen name here. Really. Treasurer, king or queen, you want to do trustee, you can put trustee. But it will be king or queen name right here. All right, the witnesses is anybody other than those who signed this document. So you need to find two separate witnesses. Your husband, your sister, your little son, if he already learned how to sign, okay? He ain't number 5 years old, he's signing big checks. He might give you a blessing, might touch and anoint that document. Shoot. All right, so it says here, person appeared before me, the above name, okay? And then you put as you do your beneficiary name with colons and hyphens, first, middle, last, uppercase, lowercase. Up here too is uppercase, lowercase. It says the grantor. Because it says person before me named, and so you'll put the name here. Okay, you don't put grantor, I'm just telling you whoever it is, the name of, and then it goes on to say, known or proved to me to be the same person who executed the foregoing instrument. So, right here, if your beneficiary name is the secretary, then that's what would go here. If the grantor name, which is your straw man name, is anywhere up here, treasurer, then that would be brought down here. Excuse me. So, it says grantor. Grantor is the one that's authorizing this, allowing the funds to come out of that name, because the grantor really is the owner, but the grantor is really the beneficiary as well. Okay? Sometimes the grantor can step out of their role and become trustee if the other trustee is not doing their job. Okay? It's kind of like being the Mad Hatter. Okay? So, foregoing instrument and to be the grantor of, and it says official designation, / and acknowledge to me that he executed the same as the free act. Now, y'all gotta understand this, free act and deed, and the free act and deed of said corporation. Now, where does this come from? 31 U.S.C. 3727. You got to be free, not under duress. When y'all read that, and it lines up with this. Okay? Read that code. So let's be free to act upon it without being under duress. Okay? So, now this title here, you could put the grantor here if you wanted to, but it says board of directors. So I would also add the treasurer here, because you could play all parts. But be careful what you choose and think it out before you go doing this. Okay? They're giving you some options here. That's all. But you can be the grantor and the official designation, but they're talking about the above. Okay? Name. Boom. So somewhere that name is going to have to be up here, who signs for the notary. So you're going to be in the private, then you're going to bring it to the public. So make sure that name, whatever name you use for one of these, not the witnesses, but for one of these, either the secretary or the treasurer or the official officer, is brought down here. And he or she is signing in front of the notary. Make sure you have your world passport or some type of identification to back up who you are. Okay? It's up to you. Don't call me asking me that. Now, and acknowledge to me that he executed the same as he, free act and deed, and the free act and deed of said corporation. Okay? So I would take that would be the treasurer. So then it goes on to say, witness my signature, official designation. So what I want to do for y'all, I'm going to go and show y'all the definition of official designation. So you got the official designation, witness my signature, official designation, and seal. Which is crazy about this is this is what I told y'all about the notaries before. If y'all remember my video, they don't supposed to be your official designation, okay? Because what happens back in the days in Latin, and it's still the day, but they don't tell you. The notary takes control. If y'all remember that video I made, the notary actually takes control of your document on behalf of the Secretary of the State, or it was on behalf of the Pope, on behalf of the King. And then they owned it. So if you know what an official designation is, it's the guarantee or the grantor that's assigning this over. See? So it's kicked out of your hands and I automatically put in that. But you don't allow this. So you, the grantor, is the one that's going to sign right here. Well, excuse me. He's going to put their name right here. You're going to sign here because the notary got to sign off on the signature. And then right here, the testing officer, you got a testing officer, official designation, as you see here, my signature, official designation and seal. But official designation is not him or her. We don't care about your signature. We're going to go look at the definition. Let's go look at this definition so y'all understand what I'm talking about. Other designation and a testing officer. That's what we're looking at. Let's go look at it. Where are we? Nope, that's not where I want to go. I want to go here. Let's go over here. So what is an attesting officer? It said it's someone who verifies the authenticity or validity of something or someone. In legal terms, attest means to confirm that something is true, genuine, or authentic. For example, a witness attests a will by signing it, which may confirm that they witnessed the testator sign the will. If y'all read Hebrews chapter 9, it talks about the testator, it talks about the trust, it talks about, the trustees and what happens. So y'all need to read that, okay? So then we go over here to official designation. This is where y'all can understand it. How in the hell is a damn notary an official designation? This is what I mean. So to prove to you what I'm telling you is true. Because I went and did my study on the Latin word for notary. And when I looked it up, it told me that the notaries for the kings used to, attest the document or whatever it was, and they took it back to the king as it was theirs. And you will see this right here. Official designation or officially designated means or refers to a written designation signed by a what? Shareholder. The damn notary is not your shareholder. That just proved what I just told y'all. It says signed by shareholder. But it just said the notary is the damn shareholder. So, but it says an official designation or officially designated means refers to a written designation signed by a shareholder of record of a fund, either in such shareholder's initial application for the purchase of fund shares with or without signature guarantee, or in another document with a signature guarantee. So keep paying attention to that. Officially designated means or refers to a written designation signed by a shareholder. Now, if they mean you, the shareholder, but remember it said the notary, got comma, notary, official designee, a designator, which the notary is not the designator, okay? So we're going to go over because it talks about a signature guarantee. A signature guarantee is a surety. That's where your surety comes in play. You don't want to be a surety, though. But you're guaranteed that they can get payments, so that's why they go into the treasury. okay? Or in another document with a signature guarantee. Watch this. So a signature guarantee is a way to verify the validity of a signature. So the notary is to verify the signature of the grantor. So a signature guarantee is a way to verify the validity of a signature and protect against identity theft. See, because when you go to the notary, they want to prove that it's you. But keep in mind what a guarantee is now. That signature verifies it's you to be able to give away those funds. Okay? So that's where the guarantee comes in. That's where the surety comes into play. It's a certified surety. It's often used when transferring, well, pay attention now, transferring or selling property. What we're doing in this case here, you are transferring. That's what y'all doing. You're transferring the funds from your 98 number. It's not your 98 number, your strawman social or the estate number, because the number you can use, because what they do is they use the address and the name, and they go to the treasury and they match it up. They find who you are, where you live, all that stuff there. But if you have a straw man, that's one of the reasons why you need to attach your common law copyright or your assumed name with it to show this stuff that you're sending to the company to prove that it's a corporation, not the social. Okay? And they can't link you to it, and that won't be a bond put on you. All right. Selling property such as stocks, bonds, and are in paper form. See? That are in paper form, excuse me. So let's go back. Go back to this thing here. So I hope you have an understanding of this document. So the signature of the attesting officer, official designation, it says your beneficiary name or grantor. You are that. Okay? Not her or him. Their signature goes here. Your signature goes there, because they're verifying your signature, even though they said for the above. No. Take that position from that notary. Okay? You decide to do that, that's on you. Most notaries don't take this stuff back to the state anyway, but they document what they sign, and they take it back to the Secretary of State. Okay? And the notary seal goes here, and then your date goes here. Now they got the time, dated at 5:00 p.m., this 6th day of September 2001, and that's just an example. And then I got here, my commission expires, that's the notary expiration date. Okay, so they have to fill all the time except where you sign it right there. So, you'll get time, read the instructions as well. Y'all know how to fill out 236 now. So we're going to move over to the silver. We're going to move over to the silver certificate. That is the security deed. All right? Security entitlement, affidavit of ownership, whatever you want to call it. This right here shows that you own your silver that you are settling the debt with. Okay? You settle the debt of the invoice, the bill, the receipt, the contract. So at the top, it tells you the value of the silver that you are holding, or your straw man is holding, or your estate is holding, whoever purchased the silver from you. Okay? And because remember, I got 100 sextillion anyway, so I can give off a lot of it. You know, next year, I think beginning of next year is my last year with that UCC before I go into my new one. Y'all get y'all silver certificates, okay? So it says here, King Queen Silver Certificate is art, memorabilia, collectible, real estate, minerals, 0.99 silver. Got real silver on it. The silver goes here, here, and some in the crown, and it'll be in this circle here. Then here, I have it going down here, have it going down here, have it on the wrist, right here, silver on my wrist, silver on my wrist, silver on my wrist, settle debt like this, Yeah, keep in mind, I need a beat for that one, boy. All right, it'll be some in the crown. Sometimes you might not be able to see the 100 kings, but because the silver covered it up. But that's where all the silver is. All right? This is the barcode right here. Once you get it, some people keep asking me, can they make a stamp out of this? You could, but it has to be assigned to you first. But you can go to Amazon, just ask me for the link on Amazon, and I'll send them to you where you can order the stamp. All right, for this, because a certain way the stamp got to be. You know, you just can't get a barcode and just stamp it. It don't work that way. Because it says other things. This debt has been settled in .99 pure silver. You know, there's other words that are in it. But anyway, this is that. What you're going to do is make a copy of this on watermark white paper. And this is going to be in black and white when you copy it. So I tell y'all, when y'all get these certificates, make many copies of all 4 pages. That's 4 pages, okay? Because there's a notary page on the ownership certificate. Then there's a notary page on the assignment page, certificate, okay? So, and this is not the assignment one I was telling you about, okay? You still got to do your security entitlement deed, so that you own it. This also shows you own it. Then you got to do the entitlement. The assignment. Now, this in a sense could take the place of that, but it's best to make sure all your steps are covered, okay? Now, so right here it says the certificate has been assigned to. So, this is me, my trust, my WIFIT, assigning this silver over to you. Now, don't write on the master copy. When you make your black and white copies on watermark paper, you're going to put your first, uppercase, lowercase, middle, last, period. If you don't remember how to do it, let me show you how that's done. Well, I can't do it on this because it's PDF. But you're going to put the semicolons here. First name, uppercase, lowercase, hyphen, all lowercase, middle name, colon again, semicolon again, uppercase, lowercase, last name with a period at the end. That's how you do that. Now, that's only if on your 236 you're using, even if you're using a straw man. Now, if you're doing your trust, you would put the trustee name who is assigned it, okay? Because remember, the trustee is over the straw man. If y'all get what I'm saying here. You could still put your beneficiary name, or you can put your king or queen name here, okay? Because when you show your common law copyright, is going to see that they're going to see that the king or queen is over all this stuff anyway, as managing it. Okay. Then you put your it says birth state address here. You can put your birth state address there because it lines back up with your assumed name. City and state. That's that. If you want to, well, I think I might have took out the birth state on the new one, but it doesn't matter. Okay. That's it. That's it on this. You get your notary, entitlement certificate, affidavit of ownership. I didn't change that on this one, but it says security entitlement there. Make sure when I give this to you, it says that. But in a sense, it really doesn't matter because they changed it under UCC, like I said, and in a sense, it still means the same thing. Okay. But you put your beneficiary name right here, where the notary's right there. Then got the notary. Then, let's see. Then verify. I got that word verify by my signature below. That be B. And excuse me, this is where your name goes here. This is where your beneficiary name goes here, or your king name. That's if the notary will sign off on the king or queen. Okay? And then it says all this stuff in there. And then the notary signature there, his or her seal is there. And then your signature will go here. Put your name there, signature here. And you put, after you leave the notary, then you put your red thumbprint here. Okay? Or you can do it in purple. Print your beneficiary name here, sign it here. If you're a beneficiary in front of the notary. If it's the king, you know it's king such and such of the, whatever the last name is, estates. But it's not your name is Tom, it's not King Tom. It would be backwards. King Mott. If it's King Tom Johnson, it would be King Mott. Take your first name, flip it backwards. Mott of the Johnson estate. Okay? That's how you do it if you're using your king name. Same thing goes for the queen name. Okay? Why are you doing this? Well, go to 31 CFR 240.14. When you see the reasons the Treasury will cut the check, is because of that and what I just showed you. There are two different names. You have a private being here who's working with the 9(8) trust. You got a public being, which is a straw man or entity. That's two separate here. So the private is taking power of attorney over the what? Public. Okay? And that form we just looked at backs it up. But in this case, on this document, we're doing the king or queen being over the straw man. Okay? Or over the trust. Where the king or queen is over the trust. Okay? That's it. I hope y'all got that. It's very simple to fill that out. Make sure whatever you fill out and get notarized, make sure you make 5 copies of everything. But the Treasury is going to have to see this stuff. Okay, the IRS is going to have to see it. And the IRS wants 2 copies of the documents or the certificates when it comes down to the what? The 8281 and the 1099 OID. And you're still going to need a 1099B, you're still going to need a 1099A, and you're still going to need the other document, which is the, my gosh, I want to say the 8288 form. My mind's blank right now, but I talk about it in other videos. So let's get to the next one, the last one, so I can get out of here. All right? All right, so this is the assignment, silver assignment certificate, okay? At the top, it says backed by real estate, elements of 99 silver, which it really has silver on it. This one's still in $1 million, but the other ones I made is $1 billion. So over here, I don't know why. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's do it this way. So it says this settlement certificate can only be, and again, make 5 copies. First of all, you need to make a copy, a black and white copy on watermark paper. Go to Walmart. They're $11.99 for 100 sheets of watermark paper. Okay? And you're going to copy this in black and white onto that watermark paper. Then you write on the copy. Never write on your original. Because you write on your original, you are done. You're going to have to pay for another certificate from me because I'm not going to sit here and send it off to you again. Okay? So, it says the settlement certificate can only be assigned to a third party and duplicated by the owner who signed in front of a notary. The debt amount being settled, paid, is. So that goes back to what I showed y'all about that amount here. Let's go back. Let's go back to the... Remember here, this amount here? That's the amount that goes there. Okay? What you can do, since the bill is $1,800, you can put $1,800 plus $300,000. Okay? And that's a good way you can do it on this document to break it down to it. Or you can just put the grand total right here. Okay? Because this is what they're going after, because they got to return your interest and they got to return your principal. Since you did it with a silver. USPS 10-year tracking number, remember I told y'all? So once you get your tracking number, the best way I suggest y'all do it is go to stamps.com and whoever you're mailing your stuff to, put their information in there, print it off, copy the tracking number after you print it off, because USPS is real picky about giving you a tracking number before you mail it. You know, they want everything in the envelope first before they give you the doggone tracking number. No, if you got them stuffed, don't seal the envelope and put it on the scale, let them wear it. And if they give you the tracking number after that, tell them you want to seal it and write the tracking number down first before it's mailed off, okay? That's another way you can handle it. So either or. Okay, so authorized by, sign of nature. So again, that needs to line up with what's on this document. So the treasurer is authorizing it, the grantor is authorizing it, and then you bring it over here. You sign here, boom, okay? Then you go over on this side. The settlement certificate is owned by, okay? Over here. So it's authorized by you. Now you're giving them the certificate. Just the certificate is owned by the company. So you'll put the company name here, whoever the hell you were paying, because you just assigned it over to them. Okay? It says the attached get instrument account number. You put your account number here. If it's an apartment or a house or anything, and you don't have an account number, put the address here. Okay? And then it says from receipt number. So if you're doing receipt and invoice, you can put that number there. Or if you're doing your affidavit of ownership claim, or which is called security entitlement deed, you will use that barcode, 13-digit barcode, and put it there where it says from receipt number. The borrowing company is this company here that you're paying. You're paying them, you're assigning it to them, they own it now. Because remember, they're going to give it to the Treasury. See? And borrowing company is them. So when the Treasury gets it, because if they take it to the Treasury is going to see they're the borrowing company. So they are the debtor. Over here is the owner, the lender. That is your name right there. Boom. If it's your trust, put the trust name, sign of nature, your signature, thumbprint, all that, the amount. That's how you reverse the bond on them. Okay? And it's backed by my initial silver. You can type that number in on Google, it'll come up. Okay? So right here it says the attachment, debt, boom, account number, that's your receipt number. You can also put the barcode number of the affidavit of ownership, which is called security entitlement deed. You can put that 13 digits right here. Or if you want to use your account number for the account that you're paying, you can put that as well. It's up to you. If you want to put both, that's fine and dandy. Put both here and you can put both there. Just put one on top of the other. But I know some of y'all are going to be damn difficult. Has been acquired. You acquired it with your claim. That's the security entitlement deed. And settled. Settled by this certificate here, which is the assignment, in 0.99 pure silver by EAN number. Boom. So y'all have took shares of what I own, and I'm giving it to y'all out of the silver that I own. So my silver is being devalued. So when people say I don't take a risk for y'all, I'm giving y'all something that should be given to my family or my tribe. Okay? So you date it. You're going to date it right over here. Date that. Scroll down. This is the notary. Same thing as the other one. The notary name, your name, whoever signed this document away, name goes there as the king or queen, as the beneficiary, you put your name there, whoever the notary is going to sign in front of. That's what you do. It says this is an entitlement certificate, affidavit of ownership is really a assignment, which the new ones have the assignment on there. So when I copied the notary acknowledgement page, I accidentally left the entitlement certificate in there. Okay? But in reality, it's still an entitlement certificate. Why? Because now the company owns it. Get it? So it's up to you if you want to leave that on there. Notary, same thing as the other one. You sign your signature and put your red thumbprint or purple thumbprint right there. First, middle, and last with hyphens and colons. Up here, you use the beneficiary name, grantor name, uppercase, lowercase, hyphens, and colons. Down here is uppercase, lowercase, hyphens, and colons. Go back through. You can't sit here and nag me. Uppercase, lowercase, hyphens, and colons. Right here. Uppercase, lowercase, hyphens, and colons. Some of y'all are slow. Telling you. Now, you date it again right there. You can do your thumbprint after you leave the notary. Don't do it with the notary. There. Okay? Then, after you get all this notarized, filled out, you are going to make 5 copies of it in black and white. Make sure your original, that's in color, stays in a safe, stays in plastic somewhere safe where you can pull it out and use it again. You are the treasury. Okay? Y'all need to listen to my song I made with Chris Brown. I think it's called Come Over. Just type in King Stevian and Chris Brown, and it'll come up. In that song, I said, we become the treasury. Okay? We build our own nation, we become the treasury. So you are the mint here and the treasury. You have your own treasury in your 9-8. Because it says under what? The code, it says that the 9-8 trust, the trust or the estate is a bank. Okay? So you're the bank, you're your own treasurer, you're your own mint. This is called operating in the private. Okay? Become your own country. All right? So, with that being said, that is it. I done broke this thing down. I said everything I need to say. Make sure you gate that. There should be no goddamn questions about this. Okay? No questions. Make sure y'all have y'all ledgers. If y'all got these silver certificates and haven't ordered a ledger, it's going to be very difficult to balance your books. All you got to do is order one ledger. It's only $25. Cash out me $KINGSTEVIAN, and I'll ship those off or order those from the manufacturer because you need it to balance your books. At the top of the book, a lot of y'all want to know about this ledger. Okay? Matter of fact, let me see if I could locate this before I go. But I'm going to give you everything you need. Because some of y'all, I don't want y'all bugging me about this stuff. It's not in that one, that folder at all. Pull this up. Because I need y'all to know. I think it's under books. Oh, no, I'm not going under there. Let's go to ledger. So, the top of the book, you can only put one of these certificates in each book, but you're going to be able to copy the inside pages of that book when you get them. You can rip out one page and go to the copy shop and make hundreds of copies of that, and try to make a copy of the cover and front and back, and then make your own books out of that, because you might want to share some of your silver with your family, tribe, and they're going to have their own ledger. You can't all put it in one ledger. If you want to put both of your certificates in one ledger, then you put it in there as $2 billion. and then you start working it that way. But if you are to permanently assign silver to your sons, your daughters, your friends, then what you're going to do is you're going to make a copy of this certificate on watermark paper in color or in color on cardstock. Okay? Let me see if this thing pull up. I don't know if it's going to pull up or not. It's taking a long time. But I have a ledger right here, just in case y'all, this thing don't pull up. We open up the ledger. That first page at the top has, tell you here, at the top is the amount, the balance, the beginning balance. At the top, you're going to put 1 billion. Okay, there we go right there. That's what I was looking for. And I'm talking you through this before it even comes up. All right, there we go. All right, so hopefully y'all get this. Everyone keeps saying, I don't know how to do the ledger. It's a simple ass check ledger. Some of y'all want somebody to hold y'all damn hand, man. All right. So right here is the amount. This is where you put your 1 billion. Right here, you put the 1 and you put all the zeros that make a billion. Okay? Now, remember it says check number. Remember on that right here, let's go over here. Right here it says check number. Last 4 digits of the EAN number. What EAN number? That's the one from the affidavit of ownership, which is the security entitlement deed. That's the check number. The Treasury require 1. We require 1. This is about balancing books. So that number goes here. The date matches that power of attorney, because you have to prove that you paid them. It says description. So this is where you talk about the account number. You talk about the company. You got to write it real small. Okay? Now, it's a debit. It's not a credit. So the debit, you're going to check this box here. Then it says the balance. So whatever the amount is, okay? So if it's, maybe it was, what it was, 300 and some thousand, put that in there too. So check this box. You can just write it in if you want. You don't really got to check it. But you're going to write that amount there. You're going to deduct this amount from the 1 billion, and there's your answer of your balance. You're going to make, when you deal with the Treasury on the second part of this stuff after doing this first part, this is just the first part. Make sure you go watch my video, 5 Steps to Get In on YouTube, okay? Just type in King Stevian, 5 Steps to Get In, and How to Sue by Mail. That is the administrative process. That and 7 Steps to Buy a Home is the 2 that you put together to know how to do this process correctly, okay? So that balance is there. That's your proof. You're going to make copies of this page when you're dealing with the Treasury. This part I'm telling you about, along with the 7 Steps to Buy a Home, is the same administrative process that I have on 5 Steps to Get In. Okay? But you want to watch both of those videos because certain things change a little bit. But when you watch both of those, you'll get it, especially what I'm showing you here. So you got this video, you have that video, and then you have that other video. So nobody can sit and say they don't know the process. Now, after you've done your administrative process and you're done with it, then you can reach out to me so we can do the taxes with the IRS, all right, and the Treasury, and then those funds will come back to you. Then, when the Treasury credits you, that same amount back, whether it's by check or credit. Then you're going to put credit here. You're going to put this stuff here, you're going to bring it down, but you're going to put Treasury. Whatever check they give you, you're going to put that check number there, but you're also going to reference this company that was up here. You're going to put Treasury, check, put the company name for, or how can I say it? Because of this company here. You put that name, okay? Somehow you're going to word it to reference that these two go together. If you want to draw a line right here between these two, that'd be a good way to know that these two go together, okay? Some of y'all are going to be, always leave space. If you do your debit, always leave space for the credit. Then you skip. You got another company you're dealing with right here, skip. Make room for the Treasury. Go to the next one. Debit, credit, debit, credit, left, right, left, right, left, right. So when the credit should match up with what's there. And then when you put it there, the balance is going to balance back up to what's up there, 1 billion. That's called balancing the books. On the IRS side, then you start your taxes. You should already done the taxes if you got a check back. But their books is balanced, your books is balanced, no one's in trouble. Okay, you then traded the instrument, negotiable instrument with the United States Treasury, and you are good. All right? Now when you finish doing all your different bills, you're going to add up all your debits, you're going to add up all your credits. Now, if these don't match, these two should match, this balance, the last balance or whatever, make sure it balances back up at the top, or deduct, or however you're doing it. If they don't balance, you're going to have to find out where the discrepancy is at, because 9 times out of 10, the IRS will come after you for taxes on that amount that's not accounted for. Okay? And if it's some with the Treasury, you're going to have to go back and claim that money, do the same process over again on that balance. Find out who owes that amount. Or find out why the Treasury didn't give you the full amount. Right? That's it. Okay? Now, I got a cheaper way of doing this for y'all, if y'all want it. But I like the book. The book has a velvet feel. Because you can just cash out me $5 and I can just send you this template here. I normally don't sell templates, but this is a ledger. It's an actual book. So that's why I'd rather do it this way. But the other book is $25. Like I said, it got like a velvet feel to it. Okay, I read this before and I'm going to read it again to y'all. I'm giving y'all everything y'all need right here in this goddamn video. Because I don't need the fuckery. Okay? 1, these are notes that y'all need to know about this ledger, that's in this ledger, about this process that y'all doing. Let me read. Because I only got about 10 minutes here. All bank deposits are expenses, and all expenses are deposits. Do y'all get that? Well, it says all deposits are expenses. Why? If you guys got your paycheck from Walmart, you work for Walmart, they paid you $500. King, that ain't shit. Well, quit the job then, nigga. Anyway, they gave you a check for $500. You took it to the bank, right? They expensed it to you. Whoever holding the money, see, Walmart has to report that to the IRS. If you're holding the check, you're going to get taxed. They probably already tax you. But if you deposited into the bank, you just gave them the check. So how in the hell are you responsible for the taxes if you're not holding the money? The bank is holding the money. Read 12 USC and go under the part where it says deposits. They have to give you a line of credit. You know what I tell y'all, before you get a line of credit on these. So the bank offers credit, gives credit. So now you can't be taxed on credit, right? If you get a line of credit, secured line of credit against that check, you're not taxed. So everything that you gave to the bank, all the taxes they got taken out, gonna have to come back to you. Okay? All expenses are deposited. Okay, so you go to the dollar store and you buy some of their bleach. King, I don't want that cheap ass bleach. Well, if it's cheap, spray it in your wife's eye and see if she still can see. Won't call it cheap no more. Baby, I can't see. Be like, this damn cheap ass bleach is expensive. Anyway, expenses are deposited. So you gave the dollar and some to the dollar store. Say you bought $10 worth of it. Okay? Now, it got to be $10 before you can do a 1099 OID or end the 1099 vouchers. So that's a deposit because you deposit it into that store. That store takes it and gives it to the bank. You should have took the receipt, did the acceptance for credit on it, and told them to return the principal and the interest, but you have to settle the debt with your silver, is what I just showed you. So that's a deposit. Same thing with your bank when you deposit your checks. That's an expense to you. So deposits are expenses. So all bank deposits are really expenses because you spent that money with the bank. You put it in the account. That's an expense. And you need to report that on the 1099. Okay? Now, all fees taken by banks, debit card, credit cards, companies are reported on 1099K. I still got a video I was supposed to make it last year. I'm going to make it about 1099K, breaking it down, showing you how to fill it out. All deposit receipts should be stamped with your copper or silver stamp. Y'all don't have the copper and silver stamp. Y'all have these templates I gave y'all, which y'all make copies of, so y'all don't need to worry about that. Okay? Label with same dollar amount, itemized per store, business, and have 1099A, 1099B, 1041, 1041T, 1041V, 4797. That's only if it's under duress. Schedule B, 1041. Schedule F, 1040. Include Form 8302 if the amount owed is over $1 million. There are some more forms that you have to know about that's been added. So don't think this is it. Some of you think you're getting away and trying to do this stuff on your own. You don't have the templates. You don't know how to figure it out. Only I know how. Okay? And my group. Okay? Remember, the check account ledger is a book that is created and used for the purpose of tracking your silver and copper receipts, credits and debits. These are all used to make the lenders the debtors and you the borrower, a lender slash creditor. Keeping good records of your precious metals, money, will keep the IRS away from you and your trust and keep the fake creditors, imitators, in line. It will also be the best way to recover your lawful money from the FDIC banks, Federal Reserve, and U.S. Department of the Treasury. Never forget, lawful money is also called demand notes. Demand notes during the Civil War was used to redeem the gold and silver that today is held in St. Louis and Fort Knox, where the mints are located. Lastly, after receiving your lawful money, you will obtain an account called a demand account, okay, as a business in your straw man, assumed name, or your all caps with it. You will only use this account to get a secured credit card. So this is where y'all heard stuff about the black card. It don't have to be a damn black card. That's only with Treasury Direct they offer that. With Fidelity, it's a gold card. Every repayment on this card will be used to redeem lawful money by your bank or credit union. Then your account will keep rising in the lawful money amount. All lawful money redeemed should go back into the demand account, not into any personal account. At the time, you then can raise your credit limit and do the above all over again. Okay? So I told y'all that at the beginning, so it lines up with what I said. All right? So, told y'all if y'all want this digital ledger, it's $5 cash out. Just put DL for DL, and then you put your name and your phone number, and I will email you this. All right? And you make many copies as you want. Don't let me catch you selling my copywritten book, because I will sue the living life out of your ass. Okay? So, that is it. I don't got no more to say. Okay? So, Kings and Queens, if y'all use this information to get free, do not blame me. Blame the L, the O, the R, the D. Won't he'll do it? Oh, yes, he'll do it. So you need to get this knowledge and start to pursue it. I'm King Stevian, representing the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. Love you all. Been a long video, but I'm out. But I got 2 more minutes here. 2 more minutes. All right, so if you got any questions, you're on your own. I broke this thing down like a transformer. Bumblebee right now. Peace.